Hi everyone, it's Keely. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be painting this really cool birch panel that I got from Trekkel Art Supplies last October. I placed a huge order with them and I've been slowly trying to work my way through the stash, but so yeah. Today I'm going to be using Acryla gouache in titanium white, pale pink, regular gouache in rose, acrylic gouache in pink, regular gouache in cobalt blue, regular gouache in cobalt turquoise, and acrylic gouache in pale aqua. All of these are Holbein. It's my favorite brand to use of gouache paint. And then I'm also going to be using this red graphite transfer paper, which you guys have seen me use in the past. And I'll just be painting with my good old Royal and Langnickel golden Taklon brushes. So yeah. The paints you can get at Blix, or you can get some online. And then the, what was the word that was about to cross my mind? Oh, the paintbrushes, that's right. I always like to remind everyone that you don't really, or at least in my opinion, you don't really need super expensive paintbrushes to make a really good painting. These are just golden Taklon brushes, which tons of brands make. The color doesn't matter, they're just, golden. So yeah, I get these in a pack of, I want to say like 8 at my local Walmart for like $6, and I love them. I can't recommend them enough. So I just want to remind people, you don't need to have like super bougie expensive brushes to make really nice artwork. In my opinion, the thing to splurge on would be the paint. I have tried other gouache paints that I did not like nearly as much as I like these Holbein ones, and then I had gotten a couple colors when I bought these panels back in October. I'd bought a couple colors of their acrylic gouache, which I had heard people rave about, and I was like so curious. So I got a few colors of those at Blix, and I love them. They are a little bit on the more expensive side, in my opinion anyway. So I don't really have that many of them, but I would like to get more at some point because these are so much fun to use. So yeah, so I think I talked about this in my video when I painted the crystal ball shaped panel, but I'm going to talk about it again. I bought these panels because I saw a mutual on Twitter who had bought this particular shape, this planchette shape here, and I've been looking for a planchette shaped panel forever, and she told me she got it from Trekkel. So I ordered a bunch of Trekkel panels, and this was from their limited edition Halloween collection. So I don't think you'll be able to buy this until next Halloween, but I do believe they release the same shapes every year. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what they do. So I had bought a couple of these in varying shapes just to like test them out, and the more I use them, the more I wish I had bought way more of them. So I'll definitely be stocking up this October because this panel, guys, I don't know if this is, like, most artists have to deal with this. Like, there's no way this is like a special problem, but I so often will make a piece of art, especially an original, because I typically work digitally, but I'll make an original piece of artwork on like a piece of paper or a panel or whatever, and I'm like, okay, I like this, I'm glad that I'm done looking at it, I'm ready to sell it and have it go to a home where whoever owns it will really, really appreciate it. Rarely do I get very attached to my artwork, rarely am I like, oh man, I wish I had held on to this, or whatever. There are a couple pieces of artwork that when I see pictures of them, I'm like, oh man, I really kind of wish that I had held on to that one. But in general, I don't get very attached. I don't like get overly invested in my artwork. So I painted this one and I was like, bitch, I love it. Like, normally when I'm painting, I go into the situation going, okay, you are making this piece of art, and then when you're done, you're going to sell it, and you'll move on. But this one, I do not want to sell at all. I love it so much. You guys will, you saw in the beginning, you've seen what this looks like. I love it. I so don't want to list it for sale. So, God, I don't know. I'm thinking I might just list it in my shop, but at a an appropriate price, because I think I tend to lowball my originals a little bit, because again, I don't really get attached to them, not because I make myself, but just because I just don't. So when I'm done painting something, I'm ready for it to be gone. I don't want to hold on to it, because I feel like there are people out there who would enjoy hanging this up on their wall and looking at it every day, and I think they would just get more enjoyment out of it than I would keeping it in a drawer somewhere. So I don't have any problems getting rid of my artwork typically, but this one, I don't know, I'd really like to look at it on my wall. But so because of that, I think I tend to lowball my pricing a little bit, just because I'm ready for it to be gone. But I think I might list this one in my shop at a appropriate price for how much time I spent on it, because again, as you guys can see, there are two girls on this, so it took me a while to paint them both. They're not very highly rendered, and this more simply rendered style is kind of I'm very into it. This is where my heart is at, and I kind of just over render sometimes because I like making artwork, so I'll just sometimes render it a little bit more than I'd really like for it to look, you know what I mean? I like to do the work, but I don't necessarily want it to look that rendered. But on this one, I stopped myself from adding a lot of light and shadow and depth and stuff like that, and I love how it turned out. Oh god, I can't stress it enough. I don't know, I'm just so proud of this piece, and I like it so much. And I also have such high expectations of myself when I'm painting with gouache, because it's just, for me, it's trickier than most other mediums, even though the payoff is incredible. So I had really high expectations, and I feel for once I met my high expectations, and I'm I don't know, I'm proud of me. So but yeah, I think I might list this in my shop, and if someone really wants to, buy it at a fair price, you will be able to, and I will have to say goodbye. But if it doesn't sell, I'm also not going to be that mad, because I really like it, and I'd love to hang this up in my office. But also, your girl's got to pay them bills, I bought as many panels as I did under the assumption I would be selling the originals, so I feel I'm kind of doing myself dirty if I don't, recoup some of the loss on these, because they're not horribly expensive panels, but they're also not super cheap. So, but yeah, I hope you guys have been enjoying these more frequent videos I've been trying to put out. I know the world is kind of a crazy place right now, and I'm not going to mention anything by name, because that gets my video suppressed by BoobTube. But yeah, world's kind of a crazy place right now, and with all of the distance, get that one, all the distance we've chosen to put between us right now, I don't know, I just felt like it couldn't hurt to bring a little more light into the world, a little more creativity, a little more art, so that you guys at least have, something to consume while you're maybe at home waiting out this storm. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy these videos. It's a lot of work, but also I have the time right now, so I'm gonna do it as long as I have the time, and as long as things are going crazy. I'd love to stay on a schedule like this, but as I've said before, this does not pay my bills the same way doing paid work does. So yeah, but I really hope you guys enjoy watching this video. As always, all of the things that I use are going to be linked down below in the various places I can find them in. So if you guys want more details, I will try to include them down below. And yeah, make sure to follow me on my socials and all those good things. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye!
Why does it hurt so bad? So bad to lose something I never had, never had. Are you a memory, lucid dream? Pinch me. Will you come back? Will you come back? Deja vu strings me along. I put you in a music box, tried to move on. You're still playing heartstrings, and I'm still singing your song. Deja vu strings me along. Put you in a music box, tried to move on. You're still playing heartstrings, and I'm still singing reconcile, reconcile. Are you a memory, lucid dream? Pinch me. Will you come back? Will you come back? Deja vu strings me along. I put you in a music box, tried to move on. You're still playing heartstrings and I'm still singing your song. Deja vu strings me along. Put you in a music box, tried to move on. You're still playing heartstrings and I'm still singing your song. I think I remember your skin on mine. I think I remember your laugh with mine. I think I remember that you were mine. I'm not sure. We were short, it's been long. Deja vu strings me along. I put you in a music box, tried to move on. You're still playing heartstrings and I'm still singing your song. Deja vu strings me along. Put you in a music box, tried to move on. You're still playing heartstrings and I'm still singing your song. I'm still singing.